Hi, in this video I'm going to be showing you the connection between fractions, decimals and percentages. By the end of this video you should be able to see that fractions, decimals and percentages are all the same thing and that you can be able to change one between the other. So let's take a look at connecting them. A percentage is a special fraction out of 100. 5% means 5 out of every 100. As a fraction, that's 5 over 100. 40% means 40 out of every 100, or 40 over 100 as a fraction. This means that you can also write them as decimals, because if you can write a percentage as a fraction, we already know that we can write fractions as decimals. So 5 out of 100 is a 5 in the hundredths column, or 0.05. And 40 out of 100 is 40 in the hundredths column, or a 4 in the tenths column, and a 0 in the hundredths column. Percentages are used in many daily situations like interest rates, discounts, battery life on your phone, nutrition, and statistics. Percentages are also good for comparing fractions. Which one's bigger, 3/4 or 18 out of 25? They both show a proportion, but it's pretty hard to tell the difference between the two. But if we knew that 3/4 was 75% and that 18 out of 25 was 72%, it's a lot easier to see that 3/4 is bigger than 18 out of 25. They're also good for comparing different results. Here we have two results, one for English and one for math. We got 34 out of 50 for English and 15 out of 20 for math. They're both out of different amounts, so it's hard to tell which one we did better in. But if we knew that 34 out of 50 was the same as 68 out of 100, then we could tell that that's going to be 68%, because percentages are just special fractions out of 100. 15 out of 20, if we knew that was 75 out of 100, we could see that we got 75% in our math exam, meaning that we did better in mathematics. Common conversions are really important in mathematics. These are ones that you should be memorizing, just like your times tables. So 1 whole is the same as 100%. If we have a half, it's the same as 0.5 or 50%. 1/3 is very important, 1/4 is very important, 1/5, 1/10, and 1/100th are all extremely important common conversions. So what should you write for this video? Well, if you haven't already created it yet, this diagram needs to be in your book. Whether it's been given to you by your teacher and you've cut it out and pasted it in, or whether you just copy it straight from the screen, it's really important that you learn it and memorize it so that you can then work on different fractions without having to work these ones out every single time. It's also a good idea to write down a couple of the notes at the start of this video. There's not many of them, so get them down and be ready for your lessons. And that's it. Hopefully you can see that fractions, decimals, and percentages are all the same thing, just written in a different way. Good luck.